y'all, I'm cooking. And for those who are newly following me, because I've been getting some new love lately, I'm Quinteria Moss, your back pocket techie, and it is my goal to help you automate your processes so that you can become more efficient, increase your productivity, so that you can ultimately increase your revenue. And I'm cooking dinner. I'm cooking dinner right now. And that's why we're here today, because as I'm cooking dinner, I had an aha moment. I utilize business tools that will ultimately take over some of the things that you do, right? Now, there are many ways to skin a cat, as they say. And I don't know if I like that term, because who the hell skinning cats? But we're going to use it. And my favorite term is if there's a will, there's a way. So, there's so many of us out there that likes to avoid certain costs as it relates to business, and after so long that can get you in trouble, because here's the thing, your business is going to grow. Your business is going to grow if you're doing what it takes to market your business, to get those sales, to close those sales, and actually fulfill what it is that someone paid you to do. Your business is going to grow. So there's only so long you want to bootstrap your way through running your business. And I had to turn that pot off because I'm supposed to be putting this bacon in that pot, but I'm talking to y'all. There's only, so long that you want to bootstrap your business, because though there's more than one way to skin that cat, what happens is your productivity actually start decreasing based on how you decided to automate your workflows and your processes. So, for an example, there is a process to where when you're onboarding a client, you're selling a digital service, you can go this easy way of automating your process to where, you can set up a PayPal button, and then you can connect that to Zapier and have Zapier do the work of moving people from PayPal into your digital product. But here's the thing. Zapier, depending on what level of support you have through Zapier, the multiple levels that they have, payment-wise, free. Well, you can't even do the free one with that PayPal integration. But depending on the level of support you purchase with Zapier, you only are getting so many zaps that can go through at a certain time. So let's just say your business blow up and those core sales go from 5 or 10 at a time to 100, 150 at a time, and you still are choosing to do this automated service of PayPal button, Zapier, and then maybe MailChimp, something is going to shut down. Something is going to overload because of the need of not wanting to upgrade into a tool that will handle all of those things for you. And here's the thing, I knew this, but sometimes even we need a reminder. Here's the relation when it goes to cooking. Here I am chopping up this bacon, and normally I cut my bacon with my kitchen scissors because I don't like cutting bacon. It's irritating as hell to me. But it's irritating as hell to me because I've been using this particular knife to cut my bacon. Every time I decide to cut my bacon, I grab this knife, and it gets the job done. It gets the job done. But here's the thing. It's not always about getting the job done, because using this knife, though it gets the job done, it gets on my nerves. It makes the process take a lot longer. There's this slippery process of every time I'm gripping the bacon, because the knife is so small, it's a headache. It is a headache, and I would show y'all how much of a headache it is, but I don't even want to do it. So then I said, you know what, I'm going to get a bigger knife. And I decided to get bad boy right here. Baby, and let me tell you something, ran through it. I was cutting that bacon so quick and so easy, and I was just like, sometimes it's not about getting the job done. It's not just about getting the job done. So yes, there are ways to automate your processes that are the bootstrap way, that's going to be maybe more affordable, That's going to save some coins in your pocket. But here's the thing. It can make the process take more time. Hell, it sometimes can take more time to set up that process. Sometimes that means that if you're deciding to do this bootstrapping way, that you're actually using 3, 4, 5 tools because you're wanting to keep everything low cost. And that means that there's 3, 4, 5 tools that you have to manage and constantly check on to make sure that your automated processes work. When sometimes you just want to go from here to here and do what you need to do so the job can get done. And get done quicker and get done more efficiently and just get it done. You know, now it would have taken me longer to get this bacon done, especially when the bacon has been sitting here for a while. So now the bacon, bless you, baby, the bacon is not as cold from the refrigerator. So when it's colder from the refrigerator, it's a lot more stiffer, so it's easier to cut. But when it's been sitting out, since I've been talking to y'all, it's now warmer. So it's, you know, got all this silkiness from the bacon fat. And if I was using this small knife, honey, I'd be here, honey. I sure will, but I'm almost done. And I want to talk to y'all about that because we have to get out of our way and stop thinking that we always need to bootstrap. I'm always for bootstrapping when you just start your business, because quite as kept, you don't off top know the best tool is going to take to execute the processes that you need to execute. And hell, sometimes you don't even know what their process is yet, because you may decide to do it one way when you start your business, and then as your business grows and builds, you decide to do it another way. And if you get what I mean, especially if you cut some bacon with the wrong knife or cut anything with the wrong knife, because baby, honey, I used to cut my cabbage with the wrong knife. I was cutting my cabbage with one of them soft grade knives. Hell, look, y'all know I don't know. Let me show y'all the knife. It was a big knife. Where is it? I was cutting my cabbage with one of these knives, you know, where ain't no riggers on it. Baby, got on my last nerve, honey. Last nerve. I actually got tired of cutting cabbage and didn't want to cut cabbage. And when I wanted cabbage, I wouldn't even get cabbage. But then I decided that I'm going to try a different knife finally. Try a different way finally. And now it's smooth.com for me to cut cabbage. And that's the part that I want you guys to understand. How you start when it comes to automating your processes. Even though what's working may be working, most times there's a better way, especially as it relates to preparing and handling how your business is running and flowing. And it's funny because I know my mama told me many a times about these right knives, but I just be feeling like as long as it's big enough, it's good. And that's our problem in business too. Like, we're just like, okay, it works. Well, who needs to touch it? But it's like it's taking you 3, 4 tools to execute the same process. That is 3 or 4 tools that you or a team member need to manage and keep up with. Sometimes that tool is going to fail. That process is going to fail. And because you have multiple tools involved in executing that process, you now have multiple tools to dive in to troubleshoot to see where did it go wrong at. And so again, as you deciding that your business is growing and that things are scaling, baby, you're gonna have to get a different knife. That's just what that is. You're just gonna have to get a different knife. And stop playing with your business, or it's gonna take you longer to get where it is that you're trying to go. It's gonna take you longer to put that bacon on that stove, honey. And then we got a problem. Because we didn't get into this business to always forever be hands-on with the things that we didn't even know that we was going to have to do as a business owner. Because you really don't know what you don't know until you have to do something. You're like, oh, where did that come from? So, if you have your automated processes in check, I still encourage you to review them quarterly at the minimum. Because sometimes even those can be upgraded to make the process even more efficient, even more to where your productivity increases. Just automating the processes is not always enough. Now, and if you're just starting your business, you're still trying, securing sales and trying to figure these things out, I'm not talking to you, baby. Bootstrap away, connect that PayPal button to Zapier and MailChimp and run with it. But at some point, you need to recognize that your business is growing, that you are no longer getting 5 or 10 course sales. You're now getting 50 and 100 course sales, and this particular process is not working for you. Don't get in your head with like, oh, well, I only had to jump in 1 or 2 times. It didn't bother me that much. No, baby. Those automated processes should have you not needing to jump in 1 or 2 times. Catch that? Make sure you say hey. Don't just be popping in, watching, getting all this good love about y'all systems and y'all automations. Say hey. Let me know where you're coming in from. Because I got people from everywhere, y'all. As you are upgraded, your tools should be upgraded too. I encourage quarterly reviews for your workflows and automations that you have in place, because things may change. You may realize that your workflow should just flow differently. Straight up. Automated or not. It may need to flow differently. I changed up my communication process at the top of this year. I changed up my project management process at the top of this year. I even changed up my client onboarding process at the top of this year. And how we welcome clients in from the website at the top of this year. Things was working, but based on how I interacted with clients, there was a better way. And you're always building and creating better ways so that you can continue to operate in your zone of genius, continue to love on those clients and not have to be touching those things within your company, and continue to thrive, honey. But that's all. Y'all can pop out the questions y'all need from me, even while you catch the replay. If you are watching the replay, hey, boo, thank you for popping in. But I gotta go. Because after I finish this, putting this dinner on, it was a quick dinner, so that'll take this one ain't gonna take no time. Otherwise, it would have been on sooner. I gotta go play Cabby and go get my babies. So, catch y'all later. Thank you for watching me.